Now that we had a look at and or, there's one more thing you gotta know when working with conditions in Python. Let's again define a name, Max, or your name of course, and age, in my case 29. And now let's say we have an if condition where we check whether the name is equal to Chris, so clearly not Max, and if the age is greater than 20. Now let's say we also have an or condition here. We can chain multiple conditions. We can add as many ands and ors to this line as we need. And our or condition is whether age is smaller than 30. So what I want to say here is the following code, print yes, should always execute if the name is equal to Chris and we're older than 20 or younger than 30. Therefore, if I hit enter twice, we would expect to get no output, right? Because whilst I am older than 20 and younger than 30, we have the and in between, and my name is not Chris. But if I enter here, we do see yes. And do you know why this happens? The reason is Python's way of reading this if statement. It combines this first block, name equals Chris, and age greater 20 because there's an and in between. But then this or here is not read in a way that we say this and this entire part. Instead, Python reads this and this or this, just this. So this age smaller 30 is an alternative to the entire first block because and takes precedence over or in Python's world, and therefore these two are tied together really well, but that is an alternative to the entire first block. Now, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that is a must in all cases. I just don't care whether we're older than 20 or younger than 30. So what I can write instead is I can use parentheses. I can write name equal to Chris, just as before, and now I use parentheses to group two other conditions together, just as we do it in math. Now I can say age greater 20 or age smaller than 30. And now I can print yes here. And now if I hit enter twice, we don't see yes. Because now Python reads and understands the name should be equal to Chris and the following condition should also be true. And it is true. We're older than 20 or younger than 30. We actually meet both criteria. But the important thing here is it's strongly tied to that first check here with the name. This is no longer just an alternative. Age smaller 30 is strongly tied to this first check too now. And this can become important in some checks where you have combinations like that. For example, also in the assignment at the end of this module, you'll need it there, because this allows you to ensure that you really check for what you wanted to check.